And good evening and welcome to another edition of the Ralph Report Sports Edition Pitt Post Game. Those of you who are not aware and you've been hiding under a rock, Pitt Panther football team lost to the West Virginia Mountaineers today in overtime by a final score of 31-24. Pitt beat themselves tonight in this game today. They could not capitalize on two interceptions that the defense gave the offense in West Virginia territory. Instead of getting 14 points, they got 6 points. And then there were a few times when drives were good, they got stalled because of penalties. But here's the kicker of them all. The end of the game, and in Coach Pat Narduzzi post-game show or conference, he admitted, he came on, he said, I did not have this team prepared. What I don't understand, Coach, is you've been doing this for 10 years now? You've been the coach at Pitt? And you mean to tell me you didn't have this team ready to play West Virginia? And you let Richie Rodriguez, I call him Richie Rod, you let him get his revenge. Why do you think he took the West Virginia job? What game do you think he posted on his chalkboard when he started training camp and spring game? What game? Where have you been, Coach Narduzzi? Okay? And you need to have a talk with your offensive coordinator who called a poor game again today. All right? When you needed to kill the clock, you didn't kill it right. When you needed to do a couple things, you didn't do them right. It was on offense. Your offensive line, constant pre-snap penalties. Okay? Couldn't you do a simulated practice at Acrisure Stadium with the crowd noise? What did you do that you didn't prepare your team properly, Coach? What is the problem here? Oh, I get it. They lost to the Ohio Bobcats last week, a less than superior team. But, here's the point. The whole thing of this whole thing that really bothers me is the fact, Coach, just like Mike Tomlin, who's been a coach in the NFL for over 18 years, still can't get time management right, which is what you do. Still can't not only get time management right, you still can't get your team prepared properly. Your defense... they were off sides. Why? Because you got this attacking defense that you won't settle down. Too many penalties on defense as well. Just too many mistakes in this game. So what did you do? You beat yourself. That's why Pitt lost tonight, folks. Okay? And if this is what we're intended to see this year, I don't see Pat Narduzzi as the head coach at Pitt at the end of the season. It's been said, Pat Narduzzi and basketball head coach Jeff Capel, men's basketball coach, are on notice. You have a bad year this year like you had last year, Coach. I don't think Alan Green's going to waste any time firing you. And I don't want to hear about buyouts. Believe me. If they could raise money to buy out a contract, the donors will be pitching in. Because what I saw today was totally unacceptable. All right? And I hope that Alan Green, the athletic director of the University of Pittsburgh, has some kind of a backbone to get in touch with the head of officiating for the NCAA and report this officiating crew who made bad calls the whole damn game. How do you justify intentional grounding when the quarterback was in the grasp of the defender being thrown to the ground? Yeah, he's going to try to get rid of the ball. He doesn't want to get a sack. I could see if but it was not intentional because he was being sacked by the defender. So how do you justify delay of game? Or I'm sorry, intentional grounding? That was not intentional grounding. He was trying to get rid of the ball. Okay? Every single game, Pitt has to fight the officials because we get screwed every time all the way around. Is there something wrong with Pitt that the officials have to screw us out of games? Okay, I get it. Officials are not perfect. That's why we have replay. I get that. But what I'm saying is there has to be a better way here. And Heather Light didn't have the backbone to do it. So maybe Alan Green might have the backbone to do it. And I'm challenging Pat Bostic, who is on the athletic department. He's one of the athletic directors of something, I think media communications or toilet scrubbing or something like that. He needs to go to Alan Green and say, hey, look, we need to go have a talk with the officials. What? It's hard to pick up the telephone and give them a call and say, hey, we need to sit down and have a discussion here. And I have credible evidence that your officials have screwed my football team. Okay? Then maybe it'll stop. All right? But no, we don't do that. Okay? Alan Green, get a backbone. Go call the head of the NCAA officiating and say, we have a problem here. I want to sit down and have a discussion with you. And the problem is that my football team is constantly getting screwed by the officials in every single game. And it's been going on since Narduzzi's been the coach. What, you don't like Pat Narduzzi? Is that what the problem is? Then tell the university that. We have a problem with him arguing with us all the time. He wouldn't get mad at you if you would make the right calls and not screw us out of everything every time you make a call. That one pass interference call, that was unacceptable. He didn't even touch the guy. All right? Come on. All right, this has been the Ralph Report. Tune in tomorrow, Sunday, for the Steeler post-game show immediately following the Steelers Seattle Seahawks game with myself and Pensman Sports. And we're going to dissect the Steeler game tomorrow as the Steelers take on Seattle. 1 o'clock start time in Pittsburgh at 1 o'clock on. And well, down here, I live in Ocean City, Maryland, so I have to tolerate the Ravens-Cleveland game. So, but the good news is I have NFL Sunday tickets, so I get to watch both games. Isn't that interesting? Okay. Have yourself a great one, please, and be safe. Until next time, I'm Ralph Williams. This has been the Ralph Report's Pitt post-game special.